be kidding me! You mean to tell me we've been running all over the stinking city, putting out these little fires, while the real action's been in the most obvious place the whole time?
I know it's hard to believe, Raph, but all the evidence points to it.
Think about it, Raph. Slash's space guns, Wingnut's UFOs, and the particle diffusion matrix Armagon was trying to smuggle through the sewers.
The partition diffuser, what's it?
Particle diffusion matrix. I did some research after Donnie sent me the picture and finally figured out what it was.
Oh, we already know, April. A nerd selfie.
Very funny. Actually, it turns out the diffuser's used to de-interlace tachyon particles to create an interdimensional portal.
I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah, he totally lost me at actually.
Well, all you really need to know is that there's only one place in town with the resources and equipment necessary to manipulate such sophisticated devices.
TCRI.
Yeah, TCRI.
But if Krang and Shredhead got so much fancy tech, why do they need Rocksteady, Karai, and that pig-brained Bebop running around smashing trains, blowing up buildings, and robbing banks?
Diversions. They were creating havoc to keep us busy, while Krang and Shredder were constructing their secret weapon.
Well, a lot of good it does us knowing what their secret is. We've never been able to get inside TCRI before. What makes tonight any different?
It's gonna have to be different. If they're really creating an interdimensional portal, there's no telling what kind of terror they could unleash on the city.
So we don't let them. We'll find a way to get inside TCRI. One way or another. Okay, guys, Krang's on the top level. We need to move quickly, quietly, and carefully.
Sheesh, Leo, you're starting to sound like Master Splinter now.
No way, Raph. Master Splinter would totally say, "My sons, always remember, we must endeavor to meet the enemy with speed, stealth, and..."
Leo's right. This place is bound to be wired to the max with surveillance and security devices.
I bet they got some sick video games in here, too.
Do they mocap people with 3 fingers for this?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
The people with 3 fingers are like, they were really excited for this game because they knew they finally had work.
Yeah.
So you can literally just like run through these sections.
Uh-huh.
These are the only things that are separating you from the bosses that you have to refight.
Uh-huh.
And I also totally called this level, like, the first time I played through this game, I noticed that all the bosses run away, and I was like, oh god, there's gonna be a boss rush.
Mm-hmm. So that means that you actually get to kill them this time around, right?
Oh, I wish.
It's just hundreds of...
I feel like they're significantly weaker. I don't know for sure, like 100%. They feel a little weaker.
Yeah, you're kind of putting in work on him already.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I like boss rush modes and games where you can go back and play boss battles when they're interesting.
Yeah, I also like it when they're optional.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, I don't know, there are good examples of boss rushes and there's bad examples. I think this is kind of a bad example because it's clearly padding and not just, hey, we wanted to have a boss rush level. This is, we need to pad this game out a little bit more.
Yeah.
A weird boss rush is in Metal Gear Rising where it's just kind of in the middle of the game and it doesn't really make sense, the placement.
Yeah. And it's what, just everybody you fought previously?
It's 2 bosses.
Oh, okay. That's, yeah.
Ringing like a bell.
Help. Oh, good lord. Yo, you're right there.
That was astonishing.
That was pretty bad. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's
What?
a decoy.
Oh, that's
okay.
cool. I've always found those things to be kind of useless.
Oh, absolutely.
There's one in Doom, and it's like...
Is there really?
Yeah. There's like, you get equipment options.
Ow.
There's a grenade, oh my god. You're actually, like, dead. There's a decoy, a grenade, and, like, a life-sucking grenade. That one's cool. That's, like, once you get that, that's what I use all the time. But, yeah, the decoy, it's like the one from Halo, like, it just... Well, actually, the one from Halo is kind of useful because... You remember that? I think it was Halo Reach.
Oh, yeah, I can't honestly remember. Actually, yeah, no, that one was pretty good.
Yeah, because it walks.
Yeah. it walks like immediately forward and then just kind of stops.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, if you're in, like, a combat situation, something like that makes sense. But a decoy that just stands there is useless.
Yeah.
Especially in a game like Doom where the enemies attack each other. Mm-hmm. I'm not even kidding. I've literally watched enemies kill each other. It's actually pretty helpful at times.
And, like, in Halo Reach, it's a good thing to do to just kind of... Oh, God, I forgot this was a mechanic.
Oh, God.
But in a game like Halo, it makes sense because... if you're in a multiplayer match and you send that guy out, you can test the air to see if there's someone like on the other side if they start shooting.
Yeah.
In a game like this, it doesn't make sense, especially when there's multiple playable characters.
Imagine if they put that in Gears of War. Like you send a decoy into a room.
Decoy?
Oh my god. You can just send in decoys of Adam Phoenix. Welcome home, James.
But still, where did the dad come from?
Where do dads come from?
I don't know. That's a really good question. You should look that up. See if anyone has an answer for where do dads come from.
A strange signal. Use your T-glass to find the source.
Where do dads come from?
My aunt.
Let me check on that. Okay, I found this on the web for where do cats come from.
Cats!
That is not what I asked for.
That's a similarly good question, though. Where do cats come from?
Wow. USA Today. Feline geneticist traces origin of the cat. Inbound. I forgot that this was a boss.
Yeah, well, we were
Truthfully.
pretty drunk when we were fighting him last time.
True. Also, what is that supposed to be?
He's just a big turtle.
He looks like a terrapin.
He looks kind of like a porcupine.
No, yeah, I was gonna say he looks like Sand Slash, but like on steroids.
He does look like Sand Slash.
He just has like more normal looking hands.
Yeah, Sand Slash has got some kind of funky looking hands.
Yeah.
Not a
Alright, so
fan.
that took way too long to load, so I'm gonna just let that question linger for a while.
And we'll never know.
Yeah, never.
We can't even like ask like a biologist or anything like where do cats come from.
No.
They don't know.
Yeah.
We're more likely to get an answer as to where dads come from.
I also don't know a biologist, so.
What do I look like, a fucking botanist? That was always one of my favorite lines of his, and minus the dad.
Really? Because that was my favorite part. Yeah, he might not be a botanist, but he sure does know a hell of a lot about,
Plants.
I was gonna say giant creatures.
Well, that too, yeah. Well, botanist is about plants.
You gotta shoot him from the inside, Dad. It's a goddamn Leviathan.
Yeah, I think we already made that one.
Well, you know what? Never hurts to repeat.
Yeah, it bears repeating, I agree. Yeah, they're definitely, like, much easier in this.
Yeah.
Don't have much time.
Also, the room that this boss rush takes place in, like, all of these look very similar to the boss rush room in Metal Gear Rising.
Really?
You must prepare for the outside world. It is full of dangers.
Pizza time. You ever see that commercial?
Oh, yeah.
Horrifying.
Yeah, it really is. You know what else is horrifying?
What?
Those, things that used to play before movies, like the advertisement for the concession stands.
Oh, yeah,
Those
the ones
things
with
are
the where they would
nightmare-inducing.
laugh.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're supposed to like sneak through this area and be like make sure you don't get seen by the Krang robots or the like security camera stuff. It's like who cares?
But why?
Exactly, yeah. I'm also fairly certain you fight everyone but Karai, aka the girl.
Yeah.
I feel like that's actually the thing that I have that does the least amount of damage for some reason.
What, the arm cannon?
Yeah, the Mega Man Cameron. What was that little animation you just had there? That was pretty great.
The way he spun around like that?
Yeah.
I guess the hammer's wearing him down a little bit.
Could be. Again, I miss being able to double tap the dodge button and turn into a panther.
The world keeps spinning.
ridiculous. They have such a weird, like, way of showing you where he's gonna hit. Like, you don't need that for every move, you know what I mean?
No. I mean, I kind of appreciate it, but yeah, I agree, you don't really need it.
No.
But it doesn't happen with every move. It doesn't happen there. If he's just swinging it,
Yeah.
you only get the normal parry kind of...
Well, he, like, roared before, and there was a reticle that came up. I'm like, oh, okay.
I think he was getting ready to run or something.
Okay. No, it wasn't the line. It was a circle.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know then. If your boss rush is going to be this simplified, why have it? Other than, again, padding. Oh, and the last one left.
That's my favorite reality show.
Whoopsies.
No, Last Turtle Standing.
Most extreme elimination turtle challenge is mine. Uh-oh, he's gone aggro. He's gone the horse from Shadow of the Colossus.
I thought you were just going for the Army of Two mechanic.
No. That game doesn't even deserve a mention.
I almost got it mixed up with Kane and Lynch, which is not a game I ever played.
That's another one that's just like... Those games never did anything for me. They always looked just really bad.
Yeah, it was in that like 1 year period where buddy games were like really popular.
I feel like that's all Gears of War's fault. Buddy games.
Yeah.
Ow.
Dude, that one vein is like bulging. I like how Donatello was doing his best Samus impression.
What was he doing?
He was in like a screw attack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Also, like, again, you can then see the difference between the difficulty of the bosses. Like, that one took me the hardest for some reason. And I think he was the first one. No, he was the second.
Yeah, he had Bebop first, I think.
I did, in fact, have Beep Boop first.
I have Bebop in the attic.
The fact that you're still calling it that means you're not old enough.
I'm waiting for you to open one of these doors and we're just back in the sewer for a third round.
Oh, Lord.
I would die.
It's not just a boss rush, it's a stage rush, too, but it's only that one stage. No! Ah! I didn't want this. I didn't ask for this. That was the first time...
It's nice of Vin Diesel and his twin to show up.
I'd say The Rock, but alright.
Well, they look like Groot. See, I'm allowed to make that reference because I still haven't seen that movie.
Yeah. I'd say watch the first half and then stop watching, because that's like all that's worth watching.
Really?
Yeah. It just kind of gets very generic the second half.
Yeah. No, it is a Marvel movie. And I sound like I have marbles in my mouth.
This is like...
Holy God.
How many of them are there? I picked up Ancient Scroll in big high-tech building.
That's a mechanic I didn't know you could use.
Yep. If you parry someone correctly, you can spin alongside them and then press the circle button and jump on them.
You can hijack them like a ghost and Halo.
And that's why you always leave a note. Oh no, you do fight her.
There's dozens of mutants and creepy aliens.
I forgot.
Holy hell.
What, how much damage we just did?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yep.
Say it's probably something genetic, Mikey.
Ooh.
Oh my God. That is ridiculous.
Like 1.5 bars of damage. That's ridiculous.
That hurt me in real life. Like, I'm still feeling the ripple effect. That might also be the hangover, but I don't know.
Maybe both.
Yeah.
And again, they don't scale these bosses correctly. Like,
Yeah.
they should have done it in order of when you fight them, then scale
Yeah,
them up.
That is a proper boss rush. That's got me intrigued.
What?
I don't know why. Every time I come here, all I can think about is Beautiful Joe.
This is a Beautiful Joe household. That's why.
Yeah. It's like I'm cheating on my lover that I'm currently with.
Which is
Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
But clearly I'm upgrading because I'm talking about Beautiful Joe.
Yes.
Oh, so dizzy. Oh, the humanity.
Oh, good lord. She's also one of the ones that you, because she's so fast, you can't really get any of your special attacks off on her.
Yeah.
Unless you do a really well-placed Mega Man shot like I did before. What are you even looking up in Beautiful Joe?
I'm trying to remember who else is, like, who else is in this? I forgot, it's... You fight, like, stone versions of the old bosses.
Oh yeah, that's what the boss rush is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, oh, I forgot the last
my
boss
God.
is actually pretty cool. When you fight, you're in, I think it's just the robot version of Six Machine.
Mm-hmm.
And you fight King Blue.
Voiced by Hideki Kamiya.
Actually?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Please start me in the boss. One good thing the game does is that in the boss rush, is that if you die, it'll start you right from there.
Tell it those.
Tunes!
The
I get email.
Big John.
Is he in too?
Yeah, he's the
dinosaur?
T-Rex, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, that's it. Yeah, Fire Leo and Frost Tiger is the other one.
Mm-hmm.